Hey guys, what's up? It's Marcus Hubenbecker here to talk about the U.S. government and our country. We are losing businesses all over the country because of what the government is doing. The U.S. government is shutting down for a minimized length of time because the Democrats and the Republicans cannot decide on a budget that funds various things that the country needs in order to keep the country alive and the nation alive and people in jobs, people with their health with their health care. And it's making us look like crap. And here's why I'm saying this. I have been living in this country since I was a baby. And I've seen a lot of drastic changes that affects the U.S. government and affects families of the middle class and lower class. And one of the things that needs to be funded through the government that possibly may not be funded through the government is one particular thing, and that's Planned Parenthood, healthcare, the healthcare bill, the military, the Department of Defense, and various other programs that are funded through the government. Now, if you guys remember this, which some of y'all don't, back when in the 2012 U.S. election for U.S. president's seat, Mitt Romney said one of the candidates for that seat back in 2012 was that when he if he does win the election, he said one of the main first things he's going to do is shut down Planned Parenthood and have the mother that's expecting a baby, you get her baby aborted out of her stomach, which kills fetuses, which also kills embryos, and it kills the sperm egg inside of the woman, which will then make the embryo explode in her stomach. Now, how inconsiderate is that of Mitt Romney? And Trump wants to do the same thing. Trump doesn't care about a lady's possible baby having a future in America with with a dictated fuck job of a president we have that does not give a crap about anybody's freedom but his own. And he is very outspoken and he never shuts his mouth on anything that has nothing to do with him. And he wants to keep the U.S. servicemen and women overseas through the holidays so they won't see their families. And he thinks it's a good idea. And he also thinks it's a good idea to get the wall between us and China built, which is going to take years to get going because he hasn't got enough votes on it. Now, in my opinion, Trump needs to find a different way to get around that. And what I mean by that is, basically, what I mean by that is, it's something that Trump needs to look at before he does something stupid. Now, also with the U.S. government being shut down, is some government businesses may be laying off some government workers. Now, since I work for the government personally, my job's secure. And why is the government shut down in effect? Because the Dems and the Republicans cannot decide and cannot come to terms with a budget that funds through all the things that America needs to fund to keep the government running and flowing. Now, they are the Democrats are still fired up with how the Republicans want the health care reform bill to go into effect, but they can't get it through without the approval on some of the Democratic side uh, on their side. And it's just sad because we live in a country that is very lazy and very kind of laid back with things that needs to be done that they don't want to do because they think it's too much work for them. Nobody wants to roll up their sleeves and actually go to do some work without having to be complaining about something. And this is what the government, this is what the America is going to turn to be. If we don't turn this crap around, this country could be